What's cracking, everybody? So, you guys asked for part two to the AWOL story. I'm gonna give it to you. Um, I forgot to tell you because I was in such a hurry yesterday. Um, when I AWOL the first time, I uh, I was out 5 fucking days. I got picked up for an attempted murder. Um, went to juvenile hall. Um, I did my 45 days. You had to do minimum. You have to do 45 days in the halls before you can fucking go back to camp if they're willing to take you back. So I don't know how they decided, like, all right, you're gonna fight this other case you just picked up. But in the meantime, we're gonna send you back to camp. So I go back to camp, right? And honestly, that time I was like, you know what, man, I'm not even gonna AWOL this time. I gotta fucking fight this case, this and that. One day, we're in class. Me, my homeboy Tijuas again, because we got busted together on that attempt to murder. We got busted together. He didn't get charged with that shit though. By the way, good shit because he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But so me and Tijuas and my homeboy Night Owl, we're in class together, right? And my homeboy Night Owl, shout out to homeboy Night Owl, Jesse. But Jesse back there was a fat ass, right? Oh, fat, big head. He used to look like you know the Christmas show that they do every year with Baby New Year. He looks like Baby New Year. What's up, Baby New Year? But anyways, so this motherfucker, my homeboy Night, I was like, hey Holmes, let's jam, man. Let's just fucking jam. Fuck this shit. And he's telling Tijuana, because he told me, and I was like, nah, Holmes, fuck that. I'm not going through all that shit again. Because like I said, it was 8 hours to go in a fucking circle, right? And so he tells my homeboy Tijuana, me and Tijuana are from the same clique in the neighborhood. Night Owl's from a different clique. So he's telling Tijuana, hey, let's jam. And Tijuana is like, I want to go, Holmes, but I'm not going to leave without my homeboy, right? So he's like, fuck that. So I got tired of it, right? And so I tell fucking Night Owl, I said, hey, check this out, Holmes. You want to fucking go? He goes, yeah. I said, as soon as class is over, we're going to fucking go. I said, your fucking fat ass better be able to keep up with us. That's all I'm saying, homie, because I'm not. I went on a big old one, right? I was mad. And I was so mad that I wanted to prove that he was going to get caught. So as soon as class jammed, I go, come on, let's go. So boom. First three out the classroom dorm was us three. Boom. I hit it. Ran past the dorm, up the hill, because that's the only thing I knew. That's what I did last time. Boom. While one of our other homeboys, Dopey Anthony, was coming up from the welding shop, right? He was coming up they call it the Z trail. He was coming up the Z trail. He just sees three of the homies running. So he takes off running, right? And I look back to see, because, the ranker jumped in last time. I didn't want to have to, try killing motherfuckers again while I'm trying to escape. I look and I see the homie and I start laughing. So we take off, right? Okay. We get away. We start hiking, right? And I'm just like, man, Holmes, I don't want to go the same way I did last time, right? And we go into this, we jump this fence, right? And I had this feeling, I was like, hey, Holmes, I think we should stay out of this little area. Nah, you're tripping. Night Owl, Night Owl wanted to be the boss. No, you're tripping, this and that. And I was like, all right, Holmes. Like, well, I'm telling you, you better be able to keep up. This shit is not easy. As we're walking, I see a forest ranger driving out and going around, right? And I'm like, look, Holmes, we need to jog through here. No, you're tripping. Okay. So I tell Dopey, I said, hey, Anthony, walk with me, homeboy. I said, let them two do what they're going to do. So we kind of like started jogging. And Night Owl was wolfing on me. Holmes, you're acting scary. I'm like, shit, Holmes, I'm trying to get away now. Now I'm out. I'm going to get away. Well, as we're going, what happened was that forest ranger flipped a bitch and came in behind us, right? I happened to look back and I saw him. And so there was a section where we're walking. There was a roadway, and then it was all busted up, right? So we went, I ran. I told Anthony, go through here. Boom. So we went through there. One of the fucking rangers jumped out and was chasing us on foot. And we're running right towards these fucking like bushes, right? His dumb ass, He goes, you can't go through there. There's a fence. I was like, cool. So I take out, man, I shouldn't even have said the homie's name because I got to put you out there now, Anthony. My homeboy Dopey, as we're running, he wants to give up. Hey, Holmes, let's just fucking give up, man. I was like, fuck you. Come on. So, anyways, we get to the opening of the fence. We take off. We don't know where Tijuas and Naida are. That's not even my concern. I said, let's go. Let's just say we hiked for about a good 3.5, 4 hours just hiking. We don't know where we're going. I had this theory. Hey, there's electrical wires. Follow the electrical wires, eh? They'll take us to some houses in the motherfucking mountains, eh? But so we're hiking and no bullshit. Again, hey Holmes, I love you, Anthony, my homeboy Dopey. But he wanted to give up several times. He was fucking pissing me off. So check this out. Whenever anyone gets to the fucking AWOLs from camp, where they want to get is to the shooting range. That's where we wind up. Because Anthony had been to the shooting range up there. And he was like, oh, I know what this trail goes to the shooting range. Like, well, that's where we want to go, fool. So boom, we take off up that way. And I'm trying to condense this story. It's funny as hell. But anyways, I'm trying to condense it. And we get up there and there's one car there. And it's a white guy. Like a regular white dude. And he's up there shooting. Bah, bah, bah. So we go past him to the entrance of the shooting range, right? Because I don't want to be out in the open. And I'm sitting there and I wanted to know if that guy would give us a ride, right? But I sent Anthony, hey, go ask him, Holmes, if he'll give us a ride. So he goes, boom, and he comes back and he's carrying something in his hand, right? And my homeboy Anthony, he's funny. So he's holding it. He's yoked up and he's fucking walking. He's hiding it, trying to hide it from me. And he goes, hey, he said he'll give us a ride, but he's going to be shooting for like another 45 minutes. I was like, fuck, hey, the Rangers going to come through and this and that. But fuck it, we got a ride. So he, hold on. So I go, what do you got right there, Holmes? And he pulls out one beer. He goes, hey, he asked if I was thirsty. I go, did you tell him there was two of us? There's one fucking beer. And he goes, yeah, fuck it, we'll share it. So he cracks open the beer. Remember, we haven't drank in months, right? He cracks open the beer, boop, and he pounds half, boop, 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 and then he hands me half. And I pound it, boop, boop. What you know about, we were both just sitting there quiet, trying not to let the other one know, man, I'm fucking buzzed off a half a beer. I see my homeboy laughing, like smiling, and I'm trying to play it off, right? I'm like, what the fuck you smiling for, Holmes? And he goes, hey, fool, I'm buzzed. I was like, me too. Let's go get some more. But anyways, lo and behold, here comes a blue truck that we know is a staff vehicle for camp, eh? We look, and I was like, man, fuck it, Holmes. We're going to just beat him up and take the car. Fuck it, homie. I'm not running no more. He comes out, and it's a staff member that used to be from our neighborhood, eh? Old motherfucker. Well, not that old, but for us, he was always probably in his 40s. I'm about to be 50. And he jumps out, and the first thing he does is grab some Gatorade. Boom, and hands us the Gatorade. So we're pounding Gatorade, and he's trying to convince us to turn ourselves in, get in the Jeep with him, and go back, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Anthony, I think we should, Holmes. I think we should. I said, I think you should shut up, man. And I told the staff, you know what? Get out of here, Holmes. I made up this story that my mom was having surgery and all. Man, I made up that shit was bomb ass story on the spot. And he was like, well, maybe we can make something happen. I said, no, I'm already making something happen. I have plans. Eh? Go ahead, get in your Jeep. You could go. And so I'm knowing like now, as soon as he jams, I'm gonna have to. Well, he's talking to us and he turns his head, and you can see in the distance two dudes climbing up the side of the hill onto the roadway, right? So he asks us, he goes, hey, so you're not gonna go? And I'm thinking we need to get this fucking Jeep out here before this white man comes, and he's gonna be like, hey, don't give them a ride. They're escapees, right? So he goes, so you guys are gonna go? And I said, we're not going. And my homeboy looks at me like, we're not? How many times I gotta tell you, we're not giving up? The staff jumps in the Jeep and takes off. I don't pay attention to what's happening, right? I turn around and I'm telling my homeboy, like, why you keep trying to give up, fool? You're kind of like scaring me now. Eh? You keep trying to give up. It was like a red Cadillac starts coming out of the shooting range. And I go, hey, is that him? And he goes, yeah. And I look and I see the staff stopped with those dudes. And I was like, I'm trying to see. And I told my homeboy, you sit shotgun, I'm getting the back seat. And I told him, don't let the staff see us in this car. They'll report the license. So we jump in the car, sit in the back seat. And I'm trying to like lay to the side, like lean, like if I'm being cool. And like the white guy looking at me in the rear view, and he's looking at my homeboy. Check this out. As we're getting closer to where the staff member is, it's fucking night on Tijuas, and he's got Gatorade for them, and he's telling them the same shit, right? And as we're getting closer to where the staff is, I like act like I'm tired, so I like lay down. And my homeboy, Dopey, Anthony, they call him Dopey for a reason. As we get right next to the fucking staff member, this fool bends all the way down and like sticks his head under the dash. And he's like, hey, what kind of carpet is this right here? Where his feet were at, eh? What kind of carpet? Come on, Anthony. But anyways, the guy looks, fucking Night Owl. Hey, shout out to Night Owl. Night Owl runs to the car that we're in. And he goes, hey, can you give us a ride? And I jumped up out of the backseat. I said, nah, man, just drive. That fool's crazy. Fucking Night Owl was mad at me for years for that shit. I was like, fool, don't fuck my ride up. We'll get the fucking staff calling on us, fool. So anyways, Night Owl was like, that was the last face I saw until we were all in Juna Hog. He was like that. And we took off, boom. And the guy dropped us off. And we made it to the neighborhood that night, partying. Night Owl and Tijuas made it to Night Owl's pad. Night Owl's mom hated his guts. He's gonna see the story and laugh. Night Owl's mom hated his guts, so when they went in the pad, he made some food, gave a plate to Tijuas and said, I'm gonna shower and then you shower. That fool jumped in the shower. Night Owl's mom called the cops and was like, hey, he's here. You can come and get him. Hey, the Judas came. Tijuas jumped in the fucking closet. And they were like, hey, Jesse, we're here. Don't bother jumping out the window. There's a cop back there too, right? And he's like, fuck. So he comes out and he sees Tijuas ain't there. So he's trying to hurry up, right? And he gets dressed and he's like, all right, let's go. And the mom goes, hey, don't forget about the other one. He's in the closet. Anyways, I was out for 2 months exactly. I got picked up for a grip of burglaries, I shouldn't even be telling the story because there's really no message other than I was an idiot. And when you're crying, here's a message for you. When you're criming it and you escape from somewhere, just understand you're going to do a whole lot more time. I went from being in camp to going to YA, getting fucking taught how to be a straight up fucking psychopath at a very early age. Got out. And 5 months later, I was fighting the death penalty. So there's a story, the second AWOL. Hopefully you guys liked it. I'll holler at you guys later. Tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.